watching WQOW in HD with Keith Edwards. This is Live at 5 from Eau Claire's own News 18.
Funeral services were held yesterday for Molly Tibbetts, the Iowa woman who was attacked and killed while jogging. And her death has locals questioning if they're safe running in their community. News 18's Shannon Hoyt is digging deeper.
Typically, I don't run by myself. I'm usually with my Moms on the Run group, but one afternoon I went for a run from my house, and I live south of Eau Claire. There are some areas that are more secluded on that road, and as I was running, a truck passed me once with two guys in it, a pickup truck, and I didn't think much of it. I'm always aware of my surroundings, but I didn't think much of it. But then they came back two more times, and at that point, I just had, in the pit of my stomach, I just didn't feel good. I couldn't tell if they were just trying to intimidate me. It terrified me, and I thought, this is ridiculous that I live in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and I can't go for a run without feeling like I'm scared or in fear for my life.
Sarah's story is one of countless instances of harassment on roads and trails, some filled with rude comments and slurs, others aggressive, and on rare occasions, even violent. Tibbetts' case is one example of someone going for a jog and never returning. Last month, Tibbetts went missing. A suspect said to have followed her on her run. The owners of Blue Ox Running in downtown Eau Claire are runners themselves, and they recently returned from where they used to live, Iowa. A chilling case that happened so close to home.
Being on those same roads, it was just kind of eerie to think about, like, this can happen to anyone at any time, any age. We even just recently spoke with our 3 kids about some of these same concerns because of the Tibbetts case, just like what do we do when we're around strangers, and those topics came up as well with our family.
Blue Ox say running with others can make you feel more comfortable. Other running tips for those who choose to run alone include carrying an alarm or a can of pepper spray. Avoid listening to music so you're fully aware of your surroundings. And before heading out, leave a note saying where you are and what route you're running.
A phone is really helpful if you need to call out, but sometimes we don't have reception, and sometimes it's really clunky to get it out and unlock it, especially if you're in a position of danger.
But Adam leaves for a run prepared for different reasons.
It doesn't cross my mind as much as it might my wife's to be harassed by other people. And so I know it happens to both genders, and I know that it sometimes can be difficult depending on the time of day. But from a male perspective, I'm usually really concerned with wildlife and with being out too long and with being hit by cars and things like that.
But like Adam said, harassment doesn't just happen to women.
College runners, we all tend to wear shorts that are pretty short, and a lot of people just, like, if they've never been a runner, they don't understand why, like, we wear the shorts that we do, and, like, they look at it as, you know, they like to say gay or whatever. I've even had on runs I've been on by myself that people have thrown garbage at me. I know even other friends have actually been hit with like a full can of soda and actually knocked him to the ground. What I find interesting about is I've actually seen certain very distinguishable vehicles that have heckled me while running, and then actually like come and thanked me for my service when they've seen me in uniform.
And my hope is that by bringing awareness to it, that we would create an environment where my kids can run someday and I don't have to worry about them being out there alone as much.
Reporting for News 18, I'm Shannon Hoyt.
Last year, a Runner's World survey found that 43% of women experience harassment while running. Men, only 4%. The Eau Claire Indian Head Track Club says members stick together so they are not alone.